Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love, and Healing Tarot. My name is Hope, and thank you for being here today. And today we're going to do a love reading, but of course I'd like to bring in a little bit of information, not much, but stay with me, about the Lion's Gate. You know, it's a portal, and know that this energy is about the cosmic heart, which is pretty much of a metaphor, but it's an opportunity for manifesting, for transformation, and for healing, and for realization, you know, surrendering as well. And also, because of the full moon in Aquarius, it's a kind of a double gate of spiritual energy coming through, and it's about the truth. Okay, so we have the heart chakra and we have the throat chakra here going on in this moment between July 28th and August 12th. And know that, you know, all the chakras are here within the body that help you metabolize energy. Breathing is important. It's the breath of life. And with this metabolism of energy, it protects, it supports the organs in that area of the body through its physiology and down to the cellular level. So if your heart right now is not feeling loved, if you don't feel like you are in self-love or being loved, if you're jealous, if you have the tendency of codependencies, or you're in the fear of intimacy, well, these are the things that need to be clear to bring in the love that you want. Because you're only going to bring in the same love. Your heart has to have that frequency that's clear and with integrity, you know, because your mind and your heart have to be in alignment in order to manifest. We are all manifestors. We are creators. So whatever you're going to create, the frequency of your heart is the orchestrator of your life, is going to emanate and bring in that peace, that, you know, it's going to manifest in the real world. It's going to be grounded. But what is it that you want? You want the best, right? So you have to have that frequency within your heart, okay, and your mind as well, with integrity to bring that in. And if your throat is stuck, if your throat chakra is feeling stuck, if you're sighing, if you're coughing, if you feel choked, if you can't breathe, it means that, you know, you need to clear that. That's a block of energy there. So this is what the full moon in Aquarius is about, expressing our truth. So the throat chakra has a lot to do with that. So anyways, Gemini, you don't have to wait for a portal to do this work. Energy is free. You can do it anytime, and only you can activate yourself. No one can activate you. The energy is here from the universal elements that can help us activate ourselves through the intention, okay, of wanting to have that, you know, process. So here we go with your love reading. I hope you've been well. My guides have brought in 2 more oracles here because of the portal that we're in. And so this is the Sacred Geometry of Relationship Oracle. So let's see what the energy that's going to be guiding this reading. The cards have been shuffled too much, I think. Anyway, here we go. What is coming in for Gemini? Forgiveness. Wow, that's a beautiful energy, Gemini. We know what forgiveness does. Forgiveness allows us to be free, to be whole. We have the capacity to kind of like, I mean, there's wisdom here. This golden light here is about wisdom, you know. We let go of unwanted feelings that don't serve us anymore, that keeps us heavy and down, and there's no change going on. We keep evolving, or we don't even evolve. We just keep revolving around the same issues all the time that bring us down, that make us heavy, and there's no progress going forward, because we have to forgive ourselves and forgive others. And there's no, even if they're gone, even if they're not on this planet anymore, you know, if they passed on, you can still forgive and let go. And it's simple, you know. So anyways, that's one of the pieces that are here. So let's see. So in the heart chakra, I feel there's a lot of heaviness there for you guys, you know, and then again, we all have that during our times, because once we clear something, something else comes up. There's plenty to clear, all right? And when we heal ourselves, we are healing the planet, all right? So let's see what chakra is going to come up, what chakra energy. This is another oracle I'm bringing in because of the, you know, Aquarian full moon is about truth, right? And it is about the throat chakra, and the portal energy of the Lion's Gate is about our heart. So here we go. Abundance, number 8. So this color here is about the first chakra. If you're looking to create abundance, you have to be grounded. You have to be here in the moment, in the presence of yourself, with all of you. Okay, it's not just, oh, I'm going to think about being present. No, you have to feel grounded. That means you have to feel everything that's going on and around you. If you want to bring abundance into your life, you have to be grounded, because the earth energy is about groundedness. Okay, so think of it this way: you're plugged into the earth, that's home, and then your crown chakra is connected to the universal energies within our higher self and beyond, cosmic energies. Okay, so when we have both, then we become magical. We become magical manifestors, we become wizards. Plain and simple. But you have to be grounded. All right, so here we go. If you want to bring the best of love into your life, the best of everything, you must be it. Be that frequency. All right, so let's start and see what is going on in your love life. If you have one, it could be with yourself. You could be thinking about it. It could bring up, information from the past. We don't know. So for our Gemini, what is here for them? Sexual encounter. Well, there must be someone in your life that keeps coming around, knocking at your door, and you're having this sexual bond with, you're bonded with them. You can't stop being bonded with them. It's a lustful event every time they come in. And sometimes when they leave, you feel like, oh, why am I doing this? I want more abundance in my life. All right, so let's see what goes on here. Let's see what energies you're bringing into this reading, Gemini. And I don't want to count our chickens before they're hatched. So such an old-fashioned saying. I don't even know where that came from. But anyway, let's see what is going on with Gemini in this lustful intent. The Death card. Whoa! So you know that this is all good. This is all good, because I feel that you've ended something here. With the Death card coming in, I feel like you've ended something, and you're going through some transition of wanting to be in that forgiveness. Like, you want your life to be better. You want your abundance. You love the sexual encounter, but that's okay. But again, it's not taking you anywhere into the place of abundance and forgiveness. You keep having to forgive yourself all the time for being in this kind of connection. So it's wearing on you, okay? It can wear on you. So let's see what's in the heart following the Death card. Interesting. Yeah, you're definitely going through a transition. I feel that it's a very important one too, because when we have these endings or transitions, that means we've come to a realization. So perhaps the heart energy will show us that. Let's see. In the heart, you have the Queen of Wands. Well, you are definitely someone who connects with a very, very sensual way, Gemini. You have this, the Wands energy is very, very potent. It's sexy appeal. You have sex appeal, and you can't help it. You can't help it. You seem to always be attracted to someone who's attracted to your sex appeal, and it's very use up a lot of your energy, and it's depleting, depleting you for other things in your life. So I think that you're finally realizing that, perhaps there's something more to relationships than having this wonderful, wonderful, exciting, sensual, and being ambitious about it as well. So let's see, in the outcome or probability or possibilities, because I'm not a fortune teller, that anything is possible because change is always happening. So we have Temperance. I like Temperance because you know why? You are experiencing an idea or a process saying, I need to bring balance into my life. And with Temperance, the number 11, of course, the two columns, it's about, bringing balance, perfect balance into your life, about love, about, what you really want, what you're passionate about. But you have to have patience for it, and you have to have patience with yourself I like this part here coming in with the Death card. That means you've had some type of realization, knowing that your heart and life about love is not always about the sex appeal and sensual ambitions, that it has to be also in balance, in harmony with yourself, feeling good about what you're doing, you know. And so you have to find the balance with that, Gemini. I feel that's going to take you to the place where you want to be, you know. And of course, being grounded. The only way you can have abundance in your life of things that, you know, of a higher frequency is when you're grounded, and your heart needs to be grounded, every part of you. All right, so let's see what else is coming in for Gemini. What else is coming in with the Death card? The Sun, yay! Oh my goodness. Yes, you've seen something. You know that joy and happiness comes from growth, self-renewal. All right, so I feel that you're definitely thinking about that, and forgiveness is the first part of being in that realm, in that process, okay, of your soul evolving, your heart evolving, every part of you, okay? With the Sun there, I feel very positive that you're going to do this. You're going to get through this, and you're going to find that all your experiences that you've had are going to help you even have better ones, okay? So, wow, growth and renewal, you know, I feel that this is definitely a lovely card after the Death card, underneath the Death card. So let's see, in the heart of this, what is possible. Your heart is hiding. You know, maybe it's hiding something, I don't know. The Knight of Swords. So there's someone in your life, might be younger, I don't know, but they always seem to come by. They charge at you, that you never know when they're coming. They just knock on your door. You know, they're knocking on your door, and you're always swept off your feet by them. You can't seem, you're addicted to them. And so your heart is very, very, like, I mean, it's right under the Queen of Wands, you know, who's the sensual, ambitious energy, you know, and sexy. And so here's this Knight of Swords who's very young, and he keeps knocking on your door, and you just don't know how to say no. But you have all the pieces in line. You know what you have to do. You know, your mind, you know, you have this wonderful mind about, you know, the appropriate balance of things. You know where you have to go, you know what you have to do, but there's something that you're not grounded enough. You know, take those processes and ideas and ground them into your body, not just leaving them here in your head, because in your head, what happens? Nothing. Okay, there has to be action. There has to be the moment that you say, yes, I'm doing this now. Not in here, because when you do this here now, it's just a fleeting moment, and it dissolves, all right? So that's something that you have to work on, Gemini. I really feel that. You can't just think things. You have to, you know, put them into motion. Okay, so let's see what other possibilities there are for you. Let's see, Gemini. The Ten of Swords. Okay, so you're definitely putting an end to this. You are definitely putting an end to this. Enough is enough. I don't think it's painful for you as it used to be, ending this. You might have ended this many times before, for many different reasons, but I think that this time it's not going to be a painful ending. I think it's just finally enough is enough, you know. So let's see what else is going on here in the last row of what is coming in again with the Death card and the Sun, and we have the Page of Cups. A very sweet energy, you know, and I think that there's a lot of hope here for yourself. I think that you're feeling that, you know, there's going to be other opportunities, definitely, you know, maybe even some surprises and you know, visitors, love visitors or messages that you know are coming. And perhaps that's why you have to end this, that, you know, there's someone else knocking at your door, and it's love, and it's sweet moment, okay? And I think that you are definitely clearing the board for something new, something sweet. So here we go. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Well, again, this card has come up so many times in the heart space here of you're looking at everything. And this is why I feel there's an evolution going on within you about the forgiveness, about grounding things so that you can plant better. Because, you know, the Seven of Pentacles is about How can we do better? What have we not done that can increase our abundance here? You know, it's a long-term view of things that need to be placed in order to create abundance, okay? So your heart wants to create that. And it's time that you sat down and really, really grounded yourself in your truth, forgiveness, everything that you want, you need to ground into, not keep it in your head, all right? So here we go. And then we have the Six of Cups. Very sweet energy. You know, you have memories, probably. Maybe someone is coming back from your past, you know, someone from your childhood. You know, it's about childlike energy and love. You know, this is what you want. I think that this is how you feel, you know, after you're thinking, like, oh, yeah, I'd love to have that new youthful love, you know. And with the Page of Cups here again, I feel that it's in the same row. So there's a possibility from the Page of Cups to the Six of Cups that, you know, there's definitely someone may be coming back into your life with this sweet messages of love or surprises, but you definitely want reunion of something, and it could be just the energy, you know, you want new beginnings, new freshness, and it's through forgiveness that we let everything go and keep following this process, Gemini. I think you're getting there where you want to be, wiping the slate clean of the past and really realizing that you have the power to manifest whatever you want. Keep the process in your heart, you know, make sure that, you know, what you are doing, that you keep in balance, okay? So let's see let's look at the scarlet energy. Is there any scarlet energy here of any alerts that we have to be, you know, sure about or know about, clear about? Let's see. What's scarlet energy here? Risk. So love is a risk, right? Take the risk of love, you know, take the chance, you know. That's the question. Are you ready for that? Take a risk. And the only way you're going to do it is through your own self-process and self-love, and take time, be patient, find the balance, and get grounded. Let's see what the angel numbers are for you in this reading, Gemini. Let's see what's going on with this energy that's going to be present. What numbers are coming up for you? 111. If you haven't seen this number today, well, here it is. It's about honesty as well. You know, life goals, mission, sense of self, very important. Honesty, right? Throat chakra. Expressing yourself, important things that are projects that you need to fulfill, that you've had on your mind. You know, you've had projects, things that you want to do, things that you want to do better within yourself, but you haven't followed through on them. And so it's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed. Believe in it, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is of priority right now. So whatever, if you don't have a business, your career is about self-love. It's about healing. And I hope that, you know, this is something that that you work on, you know, because it's time. It's time, Gemini. So let's throw out some spirit guide cards. It could be anything in here. It could be animals. It could be a process. It could be a gift. It could be a guide. I don't know what's going to come out, but my guidance is to use these cards today. So here we go. For Gemini, what is the final message from the spirit guides? The Spirit Priestess, okay? So it's about femininity, it's about being the emissary of light, and it's about sovereignty. So be free to be you. Be the emissary of light. Spread your light. Express your light. And use the divine feminine within you to make that happen, all right? Self-love, give that to yourself, Gemini, all right? So I hope you enjoyed your reading. It was nice seeing you. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.